What's up, folks? Mojo-Synthesis back for another episode. My name's Tony.
My name's Dwayne.
And today, we are going to hit up some metal. And,
what we got for us, man?
I got something a little different for you today.
Alright, I like different.
Alright? We're done with the big four for now. We're done with thrash for now. So today, we're going to do some Ghost.
Never heard of Ghost.
Nope.
I'm interested in Ghost. So this is going to be very new for me. I heard of the big four, but Ghost is very new for me.
Alright, awesome. Let's get to it.
So we into Ghost. So what song are you introducing to me for Ghost?
Alright, this song is called Square Hammer. Came out about 6 or 7 years ago now. Probably the breakout hit for this band. Actually, there was a breakout hit prior. This one kind of went superstardom for them. Great song. They opened up for Iron Maiden. It's the first time I saw Ghost. We'll get into that later. But you ready for some Square Hammer?
I'm ready.
All right, let's hit it. Remember I mentioned that organ before? Okay. I love this guy. It's good. All right, so they look interesting, right?
Word.
Interesting looking guys. See, if you've never seen them before. All right, but so now this is a complete 180 from what we've been listening to metal-wise, right? I like to equate their sound to more of a rock thing, but there's still a heavy groove to it. I think it's got kind of like almost a classic rock with an edge sound to it. And I was never really into this band until I saw them live. And when I saw them live, I got it. Okay. I understood what it was about. And I've seen them 4 times since the first time I saw them. And the first time I saw them was not on purpose. I'll talk about that later. But you digging the organs in this one?
I'm digging the organs.
Yeah, the organs. That's actually a member of the group plays.
Oh, that's fun.
That's part of all of their music. So anyway, right back. Okay, so just not a lyrical breakdown here, but you kind of remember before I mentioned that Slayer did the satanic stuff as kind of like fantasy.
Yeah.
And there was other bands that were actually really doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of one of those bands. So as we go into Ghost, in the future again, this one's actually not as heavy into that as some of the other songs, but yeah, we're kind of hitting that a little bit here, but hey, it's all good. Music's great. So you're getting the much more melodic
Yeah.
from these guys. Very hooky. That chorus is. It's a massive hook. I mean, it's when I first time I heard this song was live, and it was the first song that they played. And then I watched their whole set. I watched Iron Maiden's whole set from the front row. The whole night, I couldn't get this song out of my head.
That's fly.
And I only heard it once. So, mad respect to the artist that can create a hook that just sticks with you like that. And I mean...
And that's the intentions.
Yeah, absolutely. And I could only hope to maybe achieve that someday. Maybe I'll write a hook that can't get out of your head the whole day. You might see it on Mojo-Synthesis.
That'll be fly.
All right. Yes!
That was a dope record.
Oh, man, that's good. I love that song. Love it. So it was interesting when I saw them at their show, they opened with this song. Now, it's 5 years later, they close with this song. This is the big show closer that the whole place goes nuts. Kind of like Metallica sometimes closes with Enter Sandman. These guys close with this song. And they're actually kind of tight with Metallica. Metallica likes this band. So not surprised that they mentored them a little bit and go through there. So
Well, tell me a little about Ghost.
So Ghost has been around for a while. So they started around 2007, 2008. They are from Sweden. They're a Swedish band. All right. And the interesting thing about them is that so it is somewhat of a satanic spiritual thing. And Tobias Forge, the founder of the band, is so his name is stage name is Papa Emeritus. You see the picture? It's kind of based around the Pope, right? And then on stage he's dressed like the Pope, okay? And he's done a few different iterations from there, but on every album he wears a different type of prosthetic face. So there's Papa 1, Papa 2, Papa 3, and Papa 4.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's cool. And then in between each album, they put a little short video out showing how the one either dies or something, and then the new one comes in. They introduce the new one. Obviously, it's always the same guy. But then on stage, the rest of the band, they all wear masks as well, but they all wear the same mask. And they all wear the same clothes, and they're known as the Nameless Ghouls. So, you know, it's really cool. It's really cool to watch that. It's neat. They put on a great show. But the genius part from Tobias Forge is that he can interchange any member of that band whenever he wants, because nobody knows. Right. So I don't know all that much about him, but if he's having a bad day and someone plays a wrong note, okay, out, you in, put on the mask.
That's kind of ill. That's
hey,
ill.
Hey, it works. So when they first came out, the songs were, so this one was much more of a rock, rock metal. The production value on the first records were much grittier than this. This one was way more polished up, and it is now too. I mean, bands get more successful to get able to do that. But part of the intrigue of first learning of Ghost, those first couple albums, very gritty, very. I don't want to call it weird because I'm just not coming up with the right word. But some of the music was just a little odd or weird, but in a super duper cool way. And I like I said, I used to see pictures of them, and me being the Gen X metalhead that I am, saw that and go, whatever. These guys are putting masks on. They're not real musicians. And actually, the first time I saw them was their acceptance speech for a Grammy that they won for the song Cerise. And I was just watching going, this is what metal's come to? Now, I never heard the song. I'm making a judgment based off how they walked up on stage. One dude in a prosthetic face mask who looks like he's dead, and 4 other guys, or girls, in nameless ghoul masks. So immediately I wrote them off. So just to get back to, I said before, the first time I saw them, and I didn't watch them on purpose. So I was at a Iron Maiden concert, and my boy Sean, so he had tickets for us for what they call the First to the Barrier, which is basically front row tickets. And in order to be in the front row, you have to go into the arena first before everybody.
That'd be great. Time-wise.
So you got to, and it's not, so we got, it was an hour before the opener came on. Okay, so you walk into this huge arena. I never been in the arena empty before. I mean, empty. It was empty. About 40, 50 of us, they take our tickets, they walk us in. You get right, you're up in front of the stage, like in a club. And I had never been like that before in a big arena, so I was like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. But you have to watch the opening act, because if you walk away, you ain't getting back up.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's why they walk you in first, because you're not coming in later and saying, yeah, I have barrier seats. They're not going to care. They're going to say, whatever, you can be here and that's it. So you're kind of forced to watch the opener. And I didn't care. I was like, all right, whatever. I guess we'll watch Ghost and see what happens. So they come on. It starts. They come out, all smoke and everything. I'm like, I'm immediately all, presumptuous about what I'm going to see. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Probably about a third of the way through the song, I'm like, hey, this song is pretty good. And then I keep watching the show, and I'm like, the show is pretty good. And the rest of the songs are pretty good. And then I couldn't get that first song, the song we just listened to, out of my head the whole rest of the night. And I'm watching Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden, probably one of my top 3 favorite bands of all time. And I'm still thinking, man, Ghost was cool. So the next day, once my ears stopped ringing from the show, I start looking online. I downloaded a couple things. I bought a couple things. And I go down the Ghost rabbit hole. Some of my friends thought I was crazy. My boy Sean thought I was crazy. But we converted him too. And since then, he and I have been to every Ghost show that come through this area. We've driven to Brooklyn. We've been to Newark. We've been in Trenton. All over the place to see Ghost. They put on a quality show every time. Great band. They're continuing to put out great music. And
how many members?
So that is increased over time. So originally you had, all right, lead vocalist Papa Emeritus, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So in between Papa 3 and 4, there was Cardinal Copia. He didn't dress like that. We'll get into a Cardinal Copia era song soon enough. But so it was vocals, 2 guitarists, drummer, bassist, and a keyboardist. So 6. Since then, they've added another guitarist who's kind of off in the background. 2 female background singers.
That's dope.
And well, let me tell you what's super cool about that is, so, you know, sometimes you get bands that do stuff on an album that they can't do live. So they have backing tracks, right? To make, you know, when you're live, you want to be able to sound, you want your fans to hear what you did on the record. So some bands use they use backing tracks to fill in maybe what the 4 or 5 members can't do. Ghost went ahead and brought in more people to make the live show sound like the album.
That's crazy.
And I mean, I respect that because that costs more money, it's more production value, more people, egos to deal with. Not to say they all got egos, I don't know, but we're musicians, we know.
When you think about the backing track, a lot of people don't like it in the live shows.
Yeah, and it almost feels like you're cheated a little bit.
Right.
And I'm one of those people sometimes. Intro to a song, okay, something like that, fine. But when it comes to the actual performance of the song,
you want that sound.
Correct. And the ladies who do the backing vocals on there, they're good.
That's dope.
They're good. So yeah, they've added 3 or 4 members to the band, and just the show quality is great. The stage show is great. I can't say enough about it. So I look forward to them. They just put a new album out not too long ago, and it's really, really good. And I look forward to them doing more. And I just saw them like 2 months ago, and the show was great. It was great.
I like this song for several reasons because it does have that rock sound. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm hearing the rock sound and the hook, it took me that. But you still hear the metal, and you still hear the metal influence as far as the lyricism and as far as the guitar, the way they did part of the guitar riff toward the end.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Another interesting thing about Ghost, before we get to lyrics and stuff here, is so the leader of the band, Tobias Forge, he actually plays every instrument on the recorded album.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So okay. So wait, before people roast me in the comments, I'm not sure if he plays the drums. Okay. I know he plays all the guitars and the bass, and he does all the singing.
It's a gift, though.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Skill.
So. Yeah, and then he's got his touring band that comes out live with him.
That's good.
So, all right, cool. All right, good deal. We're gonna set up. All right, cool. Lyrical breakdown coming up.
Bars. All right, we about to get into the bar breakdown, the lyrical breakdown. Let's talk about it.
All right, Ghost Square Hammer. Here we go. All right, living in the night, 'neath heaven's torn asunder, you call on me to solve a crooked rhyme. Ooh, mysterious. As I'm closing in, imposing on your slumber, you call on me as bells begin to chime. Cool. Goes right into, are you on the square? Are you on the level? Are you ready to swear right here, right now before the devil? So I really can't say what he's talking about, although the lyrics do sound pretty cool. But we're, like I said before, Ghost delves into this realm and into the Lucifer, devil, Satan, satanic stuff. And I'm going to assume that that's what this song is delving on, since are you ready to swear right here, right now before the devil? that you're on the square, that you're on the level, that you're ready to stand right here, right now. Verse 2, hiding from the light, sacrificing nothing, still you call on me for entrance to the shrine. So, I mean, there, now that you get into verse 2, you can kind of see, is he speaking as the devil and talking to someone who's trying to get in to that life or into the worship of that? Hammering the nails into a sacred coffin, you call on me for powers clandestine. Yeah, what do you think?
Ball break, like his writing is in the context of a lyricist. So you like when I hear lyrics and I read lyrics, I read them in the context of a poet or a rapper. So he's definitely doing poetry. He definitely has a poetic lyrical breakdown. So you can tell he's a person that read poetry books and listened to a lot of poets and a lot of rap.
All right. Very cool, very cool. And, okay, going on. So we kind of repeat, the rest of the song is, the rest of the lyrics are you on the square, are you on the level? Much like the chorus and things like that. Doesn't say a lot here, but I think what he does say kind of hits hard with the song. In my opinion, he's speaking as the devil and speaking to those. Well, I guess if you're the devil, you're in hell. You're speaking to those above you, although the devil will see you as below him, depending on what you believe. Right? Cool. So what'd you think of Ghost, man?
I think the music is dope. I think the as far as the sound, I love the sound. I love that sound, like especially that song, and I like the images of the mask and the hiding of the faces. We're going to get into an artist later on that does the same thing in the rap world. That's kind of that intertwines between both, because this artist I'm talking about, he does a little bit of the mask and the costuming of the face.
Okay.
And he opens up for a lot of metal bands and rock bands, and he has a lot of artists on his label that does both.
Oh,
so
I have no idea who that is. So don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Y'all better not tell him. Nobody better not tell him.
All right.
But that's a dope song. That's a dope
cool
song.
Yeah, we'll get into Ghost. We'll get into more of their stuff later. I'll play some more. Next time we do Ghost, we'll do a bit of a deeper cut, which won't sound anything like this. You think this was different than the Big Four thrash stuff I played you? Earlier Ghost stuff is even so far different than what you just heard, and it's really, really cool.
But I like what it. So them coming from, we said Sweden, right?
Sweden, yeah.
Yeah. So you see a lot of the influence in the American sound from, I guess, some of the Big Four with some of their influences. Also, some of the rock bands are definitely some of their influence. Okay.
So interestingly enough, Tobias Forge, the leader of the band, he calls out two of his favorite bands of all time as Kiss. What's in common between them and Kiss aside from 70s music, right? And Metallica. So I mean, there you go. So anyway, cool. Ghost. I got nothing else on Ghost. You want to ask me anything else on Ghost for now, or are we gonna save it?
We're gonna save it for the next joint.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We are Mojo-Synthesis. I am Tony.
I am Dwayne.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace.
See ya.